Rashad, congratulations on a good day. Obviously, you were physically ready for today, but what was the mental preparation like, and did you feel any pressure out there?
What up, Jerry, man? I'm missing y'all after the game, but nah, I mean, Arizona don't know anybody out there, don't know anything, and that's what they went out there. I went out there and they took care of me. I put in the work and they put in the work into me, and it paid off. And today I was just excited, to get out there and show what I did. I mean, a little nervous just because you train 3 months for a bunch of drills that take 5 seconds, but besides that, I was ready and um, my numbers, I'm happy with some of them. Some of them just in competitive me. I always want more because I know I had more or better. So, but it was a good day and I'll take overall happy with it.
Got a lot of raised hands here. We'll get to as many as possible. John McGonigal, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Go ahead.
Hey, Rashad, is it kind of surreal that there are so many of you out there today, and then obviously within the draft, potentially getting drafted, getting to the next? Is it kind of crazy that the group is that big?
I mean, not at all. I mean, like, I think what 6 of us was from defense, and if we watch the games and watch our defense, you wouldn't expect much less, especially with us being seniors and redshirt seniors, and then those offensive guys are ballers down the whole line, and then DJ Turner. So I mean, when you watch the tape, all the guys that are out there today are guys that make plays and stand out, and will do it on Sunday. So it's not too much of a surprise. More just being happy back out there around my teammates, guys I'm comfortable with.
Jeff Hathorn, 93.7 The Fan.
Hey, Rashad, Patrick was telling us that he's getting some looks or being talked to about as an outside linebacker. Is that something that they are asking you about that skill set? And if so, how would you feel you would be in that position?
I mean, yeah, definitely. Teams hit me up about that, but you got to realize where the NFL is at right now. It's not really a true outside linebacker like it was years ago. And these 3-4 defenses aren't really 3-4s. It's 3 down big D linemen and then 2 DNs that are standing up. So the outside linebacker is TJ Watt and Bud Dupree. Dudes that are rushing the passer, get in the backfield, and every once in a while got to cover a flat or a hook to curl. They're not running down the field on slot receivers. So obviously, yeah, I've got plenty of talks about that just because that's where the NFL is going, and that's the position I play, an edge rusher, and pretty much outside linebacker is the new DN. You don't really see true DN unless the few teams that run a true 4-3, but it's just fading away.
Good. Will Graves, Associated Press.
I'm just curious, what was it like seeing JT out there today? And was there a part of you that just, as you're watching him work, thinking, God, it would have been kind of great to have him out there with us last fall?
Yeah, I mean, I talk to JT all the time, FaceTime him, so it's not like I hadn't been talking to him and seen him. Obviously, seen him in person. It's always good. That's my guy. Love forever. We both in the D line room, and that's something we built together, and we on the walls in there forever. So to see him and see what he could do and put up numbers like that on the bench and stuff like that, I was proud of him. And I mean, it's always a what if, but my man did what was best for him at the time, and I think I'll rock out with any decision he make.
Good. Alan Saunders, Pittsburgh Sports Now.
Outside linebacker. I thought you were a D tackle after that Senior Bowl performance. What do you think? Do you feel like your body type though lends itself to some versatility where you could play, like an outside 9, you could play inside a little bit if they ask you to, and do you feel like that's an advantage when you're thinking about teams, being able to see you as a fit in their defense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I got out there at Senior Bowl, that was the first time I ever got in 3 tech in my life. Y'all should have seen Tuesday. I was getting lifted off the ground. Boy, I didn't know what I was doing. But after I watched some film, cleaned some things up, just added it to my resume and my confidence. And I felt like if I practiced it, same with outside linebacker, resume, versatility, I could get knocked outside or knocked down to the inside, and just about as much as you can do. They only get 53 guys. This isn't college where you get a bunch, so they want as much as you can do.
Christopher Carter, DK Pittsburgh Sports.
Rashad, we were just talking about your versatility and being able to move into the 3 technique. You posted a 6.98 3-cone drill time, according to Jim Nagy. That would have been the second fastest 3-cone time last year in last year's combine amongst defensive linemen. Your explosiveness off the ball and your way to counter guys. You faced a lot of really good tackles in the ACC, and you've beaten a lot of them. What do you think about your explosiveness and that agility that contributes most to your game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an edge player. Obviously, everybody wants to run these 4.5s, 40s, all these fast 40s, which obviously that's a great thing. But when's the last time I've ran 40 yards in the field? If I'm chasing a dude 40 yards downfield, it ain't a good play for the defense. But I can bend the edge and I can stay low and I can get out of there. And I mean, honestly, the boys lucky I slipped on the first rep because my first rep I was moving. I slipped on my first rep was perfect. My first 2 line touches and I slipped around the thing. But to put up that time, I mean, naturally I always been good at the shuttle and 3 cones. So practicing it and coming out with the adrenaline, I'm super happy with that. I was going for around the 7 flats, which would have been super good, but broke 7s and just what I do, try to play off the edge, be able to bend, stay low, and run at the same time. And I think that just shows that I check those boxes. There shouldn't be any questions there when you're looking for an edge player.
Jim Hammett with Panther Alert.
Hey, Rashad, I talk to a lot of high school recruits, and, every kid I talk to is always like, I know Aaron Donald went to Pitt, and that's a big deal to them. And how do you feel that you and Pat and Jalen, getting drafted could now be a toll for Pitt on the recruiting trail, saying like, hey, these guys got drafted after working hard here?
Definitely. That are highly recruited or going to be great players in here to make the team better. I want to be able to tune in and watch a D line, get a lot of sacks, break all the records we get picked higher than me, be All American, be a unanimous All American on all 5 teams. I want to see everybody be better than me, and so if I can add to that list and get guys to come here, I'll be proud to tune in and know I played a part in that.
Brian Batko, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
Hey, Rashad, anybody who plays at Pitt gets kind of a unique look at life in the NFL, being right next to the Steelers. Have you had many interactions with Steelers staffers, players over the years, or do you feel like there is more familiarity with you and them, or vice versa, going into this process?
I mean, definitely, from Coach Tomlin to the players, even players like James being from here and then went there, just getting to see him, whether you're brushing shoulders with him, just general talking, or watching them practice, or them coming to the indoor and catching the indoor practice, and then seeing how they're within the city, seeing how they are outside of football, walking through the parking lot, seeing the cars and the lifestyle they live, and just getting used to it, so it's not being a surprise. And getting blown back when you first get back to a team and thinking you have to act a certain type of way or compete and stuff like that. You kind of learn a little bit how it goes just being around it.
Amanda, go ahead.
Hi, Rashad. When you began your training, was there any one specific area that you were focused on improving before the drills today?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, just naturally, I wanted to do the best I could in every drill because everyone is being looked at. But if I just had to tell you, I'd say it'd be my 40, which, I wanted better than what I got today. But what it's compared to when I got out there is miles and miles better. And same with my broad jump, things that people look at. Broad jump got a lot better, so I was looking at that. And then that 3 cone, like I said, I've always been good at that. But the training on top of that for edge players, something teams really like, show your bend and your lean and stuff like that. So I was excited to get out there and show that off.
We'll do 2 more. Go ahead, Alex Fleming, Florida Sun.
Rashad, Alex Fleming, Florida Sun. First and foremost, describe what this moment means to you right now and to you and your family. And then my second question, considering that you're a hybrid, edge rusher dash outside linebacker, what would be your game plan on covering the tight end? So Travis Kelce.
Yeah, can you say the first part again? I ain't gonna lie, I got lost in the sauce. That was a long question.
All right, question number 1, describe what this moment means to you right now, knowing that you're about to meet your dreams and break through to the NFL. Question number 2, how would a hybrid player like you cover a tight end like Travis Kelce?
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just glad pro day over. I was getting tired of training for 3 months just for this stuff. But I'm just a day by day type of guy. Sometimes I don't really sit back and look at what I've done myself or how close I am, just because like I'm living my life. I play football. I train. I do that. Like I've been doing it I've been playing football since I was 3. I've been training every day since I've been in college. So it's just part of my life. So sometimes I don't sit back and look at it from the outside view. So it'll be an exciting moment, but it'll really hit me all on draft day. Y'all will probably see some tears. I wish I could keep them in, but I'm gonna be acting like big baby. So you'll see how much it means then. But right now, I'm not, the work's not done. You know, I'm training now for when I have to show up for camp and have my body even in better shape and my technique and stuff in better shape. And then, I mean, he's a football player just like me. He just been in the league before I ever got there. But he's a tight end. And as a defensive end, coaches and yourself, you treat a tight end like a tight end. So if it's in the run game, you got to bully him. That's your job. And if it's in the pass, obviously he's an elite player, best tight end when in practice weekend, how they teach me to practice it and put my best foot forward on that.
We'll go last one to
for your pro day. If you watch your numbers, you think that this numbers is gonna help you during this draft process, and how do you learn about the injury that you have in 2019?
Yeah, so I mean the numbers, it's all about the film. The numbers matter. You know, they like seeing production. That's important. At the same time, they're looking at what you did on plays where you don't make the play, or great technique where you change the backfield so other people can make plays. So I think I got the film, you know, other guys, and so you know, again, I just always want more for myself. So they weren't my marks I wanted, but I could be happy with it. And then what was the second part of the question about the injury?
What do you learn about the injury that you suffered in 2019?
Yeah, I mean, with the injury, it is what it is. It's like a new knee, man. I got a new tire over there. It feel better than my other knee, but I guess I just learned patience. Besides that, again, I'm is what it is type of guy. Day by day, I had check marks every day. I knocked out rehab and came back how I wanted to. But I just had to learn patience because I was ready in 2019 to put up that same type of season or a better season, being All-American. The work was already put in that off season. So I just had to, you know, mentally teach myself patience, just sit back and not let missing games and being out there with my brothers and getting recognition for my playing skills and stuff like that get to me. That would just be the biggest thing is patience.